Tracts. Tracts are defined as collection of nerve fibers within the central nervous system which have same origin, course and termination, or a collection of nerve fibers which connects two masses of grey matter within the central nervous system constitutes tract. Some of the tracts are termed as fasciculi, that is bundles, or lemnisci, that is ribbons. The tracts are named after the names of two masses of grey matter connected by them. The first term represents the origin and the second term the termination of the tract. For example, spinocerebellar tract. See, spino, the first term represents the origin of the tract. Cerebellar, it represents the termination of the tract. So it arises from the spinal cord and ends in the cerebellum. Or for example here, corticospinal tract. The first term represents the origin of the tract, that is from the cerebral cortex of the brain, and spinal represents the spinal cord. So the two terms represents the two grey masses of the tract. Classification of tracts. The tracts are classified into three types. Number one, ascending tracts. Number two, descending tracts. Number three, intersegmental tracts. Ascending tracts. Ascending tracts are sensory tracts, conduct impulses from the periphery to the brain through the spinal cord. The ascending tracts are of three types. Number one, those concerned with pain and temperature sensations and crude touch. Example, ventral and lateral spinothalamic tract. Number two, those concerned with fine touch and conscious proprioceptive sensations. Example, fasciculus gracilis and fasciculus cuneatus. Number three, those concerned with unconscious proprioception and muscular coordination. Example, ventral and dorsal spinocerebellar tracts. Descending tracts. Descending tracts are motor tracts, carry impulses to the spinal cord from the brain. It is of two types. Number one, pyramidal tract. Number two, extrapyramidal tract. These two pyramidal tracts or systems has control over the motor activity of the body through the lower motor neuron. Pyramidal tract, it has a direct route to the lower motor neurons. The extrapyramidal system has indirect and tortuous course to the lower motor neurons. The pyramidal tract includes ventral and lateral corticospinal tract. The extrapyramidal system includes rubrospinal tract, olivospinal tract, tectospinal tract, vestibulospinal tract, and lateral and medial reticulospinal tract. Intersegmental tracts. These tracts originate and end within the spinal cord. They exist in the ventral, lateral and posterior white columns. These tracts connects the neurons present between the intersegmental part of the spinal cord. Okay, example, tract of leisure. So this is the tracts and its types.